When you're working with a new coach or a new side hustle or new business, what are the three key automations that you know that everyone should have in place? What are the three key automations?
All right. Well, I'll get to those three, but I think the first thing we need to do is define automation,
Love
what
it.
I think automation truly is, right?
Okay.
A lot of people think of automation purely as tech, and that's definitely probably the most well-known consideration of automation. My belief is automation is just you not doing it.
Okay.
So that means hiring a team member is a form of automation. If you can take something that you've normally been doing and you can delegate that to a team member, so you're delegating it to either technology or a team member, or maybe a combination of both. One of the biggest things that frustrates me when I see a lot of people go, what's the best landing page builder? What's the best XYZ tool? And it's the best is very contextual. What's the best for me may be very different to what's the best for you. It depends on your goals. So just like you would if you were recruiting someone, you write a job description. What are you looking for? And then you find the best tools or a combination of tools or a combination of tools plus people to ultimately provide the filling role that you need to fill. So that's what automation is to me. Now, if we go a little bit more on the tech side of things, if we're talking about automation, I think the three kind of key things that any business needs to have is you need to be looking at how you automate parts of your delivery first. First and foremost, if you want to get out of the self-employed mode and move up into what's the
Right.
manager level, right? Then take that next step. You've got to start getting yourself out of the delivery. That's the core part. You will forever be trapped in your business. You might think, I need to go hire marketers, or I need to do all this stuff in marketing. The delivery component is going to be your biggest bottleneck no matter what. Get
By
yourself out of that.
delivery, sorry to cut you off there, but by delivery, so I'm just going to kind of think about what this means. It's by actually going out and acquiring clients one-on-one. Is that what you're referring to? Because like I get DM'd all the time, buy this, buy that. Is that part of the delivery that you're talking about, or can you expand on
No.
that?
Great question. So in terms of delivery, I mean the actual doing whatever your product or service is,
Okay.
right? So if you're a service provider, like you're an agency like me, the delivery of someone signed up, become a client, they've asked it to do something. How can we automate as much of that process as possible, either through people or through tech?
Love it.
So what's your client onboarding experience? How do you make that consistent? The moment someone pays you money, whether they're buying a physical product, a digital product, a service, what is the kind of email sequences they get, the process, the billing process? Are you automating your billing? The
Mhm.
number of people who are coaches in particular that I discover who are still manually sending out an invoice to client rather than just setting up a subscription on Stripe or something like that. Like, get the consistency of money showing up in your bank account. Automate that so you don't have to think about it. Your client doesn't have to think about it. So the delivery component of what you do is very much about once someone's paid you money, what happens next? How do you automate as much of that as possible? Hiring a bookkeeper if that's what you need. If you're going to stick to doing invoices, don't be the one sending the invoice. Get a bookkeeper who's taking care of that. So that's the first part that I think everyone needs to focus on is just delivery,
Because
leverage yourself out,
I'll
tech
tell you,
and team.
I think it's very easy to get into that habit of, oh, it only takes me 5 minutes. I'm just going to do it. But it's not just about the time it actually takes you to execute it. It's about opening up the program, changing your mind frame, extra stuff on your calendar, right? It's infuriating when I think about it, Carl. All these little tiny things that I have to do on a daily basis to keep the wheels turning. It's just crazy. I love that automating your delivery.
It's not just, and that's the thing, like it's that little 5 minutes now. It's like, oh yeah, that's fine. But it will get harder
Yeah.
as you grow, as you get busier, you get more clients. This thing that you do that takes 5 minutes, if you have to do that across 10 clients, well, now that's 50 minutes. That's not 5 minutes anymore. Whereas if you have been able to automate it down, so it is 5 minutes to do all 10 of those clients in one go, like you logged into Active Campaign or you just filled in a little form and clicked send, and then the rest of it that you would normally do just happens. That's amazing. And now you've got yourself
Yeah.
leverage, which is the key to any financial freedom, is about having money that works for you and puts money into your bank account without you having to spend time to do it. It's the same thing in business. How do you do something once and get it working for you over and over and over again for as long as possible, if not forever? So big part is delivery. Like, it's the biggest mistake I see people make is they go and automate their marketing, they go and automate their sales, they go and automate all this other stuff before they actually get their foundations right. Once your foundations of delivery is more automated, Now you can go nuts on
Yeah.
the marketing, the sales, all of that component. You will always be the best salesperson for your business, hands down. It is not the first thing to get rid of.
Mm.
Marketing, you will usually always be the best person who understands your market. You may not be the best marketer, but you will usually best understand your market and the problems that need to be communicated. So I believe that every entrepreneur needs to be seeing themselves as a marketer, learning about what's possible, learning. They don't have to know how to push the buttons, but they should be considering and learning about what's possible. So we've taken the automation of, going back to your three key things, automating your delivery, like your onboardances, your billing, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is I would be automating your marketing, your lead flow. And so you've probably heard funnels, the idea of a sales funnel or an online marketing funnel. And a lot of people think, and there are organizations out there that say, like, you're one funnel away, just build this one funnel and your whole business will be blown up. I don't think of a funnel as one. I actually think of what most people think of as a funnel is really a journey. It's a cold prospect to a customer journey, the cold to customer journey, as I call it. And within that cold to customer journey are multiple funnels that are all tied to each other with different goals. You've got your pre-funnel, you got the stuff before they're kind of being filtered. This is your advertising, your traffic, your podcasting, your Facebook ads, your Google ads. Then you've got your top of funnel. Now, the top of funnel has a very specific goal. What's known as top of funnel is purely to get people to raise their hand and say, I might be interested in what you've got. That's all it's designed to do. It's not designed to sell them. It's purely to get them to go, here's my name and email. I'm interested in whatever it is that you do. So
like a lead magnet on a landing page, for example.
Correct. Exactly. Okay. A lead magnet, a quiz is a great lead magnet. A PDF is a great lead magnet. There's all these different types of things that can get people to put their name and email in and then take them to the next step. So that's all. It's not designed to do anything more. Top of funnel, captured their name. Great. We've got interest. Then we move to middle of funnel. Middle of funnel is about education. How do we educate this prospect or this potential customer about the problems that we solve and how we go about solving them, so that they can then further decide whether or not there's a good match here? Because that's all a funnel is designed to do. There's a lot of people out there that will use persuasion principles and they're looking to manipulate. I believe that good sales is really about educating what you do, the problems you solve, and then ultimately determining, as a friend of mine, Ari Galper, would say, like, is there a fit? What is the truth? What is the truth? And that's all we're looking for. And the truth is there's either a fit or there's not a fit. That's it. And so by the middle of funnel, like a great type of funnel you can do there would be like what I call a video masterclass. And automation agency, you want to see what a video masterclass looks like? Go and watch our demo. That's an example of what I would call a video masterclass. It's a video that is purely designed to educate about who we're right for, how, the problems we solve, how we go about it, what our portal looks like. And at the end of it, people are educated to the point where they will choose to either go, that was cool, I'm out of here, or they'll potentially go to the next step, which is our bottom of funnel, which is either to book in a right fit consult, so for us, that's a phone appointment, the appointment setter funnel, and getting someone to actually book into a calendar to talk to someone, or they'll go straight to the point of buying and signing up. And they're kind of our two bottom of funnel options. We also have a bot that we call the right fit bot that sits in our bottom of funnel as well. But they're kind of very key difference. Top of funnel, get interest. Middle of funnel, educate, show them how we solve the problem. Bottom of funnel is get them to a buying decision. They either choose to buy or they don't buy. That's really what it is.
I just want to point this out. And you again, Carl's laying out the exact formula. This is really fascinating because I haven't heard it laid out this exact way before, Carl. And you can, of course, see what he's putting into place at theautomationagency.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. I've got several other episodes right here for you. Smash one of these videos to make sure that you don't miss out on the tips, tools, and tactics of industry experts. Let's take that side hustle